Hello guys, welcome back to another video. It's Boy Trader, and I'll be sharing with you guys a strategy. I've backtested. This is a kind of a trick in trading 75 index. So you guys stay through to the end of this video while I break everything down for you guys. So let's head over to the chart. As you can see, I had trend line spotted on this 1 hour time frame. So this strategy is very effective, mostly on the 1 hour time frame. So let's analyze, and you can see I have a trade running in profit already. So how were we able to get these sales? How are we able to get into the trade, and what was the strategy all about? So it's actually a trend line strategy on 75 index. As you can see at this point, you have to first identify a trend line on the 1 hour time frame. Like, it looks small on the 1 hour time frame, but you have to go lower to a lower time frame. So the 1 hour time frame, you can see whenever we spot a trend, be it an uptrend or a downtrend, we are selling from the trend resistance and the trend support. As you can see, whenever the trend got to this level, when the market got to this trend, it sold off, and afterwards the market moved up to the upside and also sold off. So how the market sold off at this point, you have to spot this particular point and wait for the market to give us a move back to this point. Then we'll be buying from this zone, then selling at this point. So that's how I was able to get into this trade at this point. You can see the market got to this particular trend resistance and is selling off from it. So you can see I spread my trend line, and you can see the market coming to this point, selling off, coming to this point, bouncing off, selling off from this point, and buying from this point, selling from this point. See, I sold at this point basically, and the market is dropping heavily from this zone. So it's actually a trick I've discovered, and I've backtested this market approach for a very long time, and I see it playing out most of the time. So you can see the market bouncing off this zone, selling off from here. So I'm bouncing off this zone. So when we have taken like 2 trades on the trend, we assume the trend no longer hold on. Like at this point, we got, for example, we got our first trade entry. That's a sell at this point. Then we're waiting for a buy at this point. Then a sell. Once we sell, like once we trade on the trend like 2 or 3 times, we no longer look for opportunities again. Like as the market sold from here, the market bought from here, we can assume that yes, we are done with this particular trend formation. Then as you can see, the market came to this point and the market didn't hold on to that level. So let's head on to another trend. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, okay, let's check this particular trend, how the market plays out on this trend. So you can see the market is still dropping heavily from this point. So that's actually a nice market approach on 75 index. So you can see at this point, we got the market doing what? Bouncing off this zone, selling off from here. I see the market selling off from this zone. So what are we to expect? As we have spotted this particular level, we have to now spot the next level, and you can see the market traded to this level, traded to this point, and did what? Bounced off this zone. So basically we'll be selling off this particular what zone, this, because this is our zone of resistance. So we'll be selling off this trend resistance. How the market sold off at this trend and actually did the same thing at this point. So what we have to do is just identify a trend, like identify a moving trend, a trend that is still fresh, that's still forming. So let's head down to the 1 hour time frame basically and look for another trend formation. So let's check, okay, let's check this particular zone. Let's check this point. So we can see how the market did what? Okay, let's identify this particular. So at this point, you can see the market got to this zone and did what? Sold off from here. Market sold off from this point. So if we are able to catch ourselves from this point, looking for a nice buy opportunity here, then basically be buying from here, selling from here, and selling from here. I see how the market bought from this zone as well. So let's look for another good trend and identify a fresh trend basically. So let's keep going, guys. This is actually a nice strategy. This is a kind of a trick I got on 75, or I got trading 75 index. So now we got this downtrend at this point, and this strategy works perfectly well on the 1 hour time frame. So we got this particular level, we got a trend here. So the market, okay, for example, we haven't, like, this trend is still forming and we got this first and second formation. What you have to do is just wait for the next formation at this point, then we sell off, then we are buying off at this point, we are selling off, doing the same sell at this point, buying from here. I said the market is respecting this particular trend perfectly well. So let's look out for another trend to identify. So I've actually backtested this particular strategy for a very long time, and I've seen it giving me a high win probability, or a high win rate. So let's check out for this trend at this point. Okay, let's check out for this particular trend. So you can see, okay, let's identify it. So you can see the market give us what? This particular formation. So you have to identify the trend and spot it as well. Okay, so we are buying from here. We are buying at this point, selling at this point, coming back here to sell off, coming back here, okay, selling at this point as well, then buying back at this zone, selling off this zone. So we also, once you just get like 2 or 3 entries, like two positions, for example, we caught ourselves at this point down, like we have gotten a particular position, we sold at this point, made profit from it. Now we wait for the market to give us a nice touch of this level with some candlestick rejections, then we are buying up again from this point. So we bought from this zone and we made good profits. We assume the trend is no longer hold again, so we are done with this particular trend. So wait for another trend formation to apply the same strategy again. So this is basically a nice market approach. Like I've backtested this thing for a very long time, and I see it's playing out most of the times. Okay, now we got another formation at this point. You can see at this zone we got one again. We got this particular trend formation. So you can see the market giving us what this trend resistance is at this point. So see the market selling off from here, we are buying from here. Okay, for example, we got this first touch and second touch, so we are selling off at this first second touch, buying off at this first touch, or possibly the second touch, then selling off at this point as well. Then we assume we are done, we catch this nice move on the lower time frame, like the 5 minutes or the 15-minute time frame. It's actually like we see the market giving us larger profit, but basically this is actually a 1 hour time frame. That's why it looks like the moves are short. But when you go head down to the lower time frame, you can see how long the market moved after the touch of the trends and all of that. So that's how I trade central index, and it's a new strategy I discovered. So let's basically identify this one as well. So you can see the market doing what, doing the same thing at this point, buying off at this point, buying off from here, selling from here, selling off from here, and buying off from here. So this is actually an uptrend. So you're looking for, you'll be selling off at this zone, looking out for the buy support level, looking out for the support level to buy up, then looking out for the trend resistance level to sell off again. So let's look at for another trend again. That's it, guys. So that's basically the strategy I discovered in 75 index. You guys can see it's playing out on the live trade I took, and we're actually moving in good profit. So to my new viewers, you guys should do it to subscribe for more videos like this. And to my returning viewers, shout out to you guys. You guys are the OGs. Let's keep doing what we do, guys, and do have a wonderful day. Peace out.